Hey guys, what's up? CaptainTurbo here, and we're gonna be playing Castlevania 3. However, we're gonna be putting a little spin on this, so to speak. We're gonna be playing the Japanese version. For two reasons. Number one, I don't actually know what this says here, so I'm just gonna put like a caption over the top of this that actually says this in English. But yeah, the reason we're doing this one is, number one, the music is far superior. Number two, the game is somewhat easier, as in the enemies in Castlevania 3, at least the English version of Castlevania 3, St. Medusa heads will take off 1 bar of health in the beginning of the game. By the end of the game, they'll be taking off like 4 or 5 bars of health, so it's not worth the struggle to do it that way, and I personally can't stand that type of thing anyway. Plus, we recently did this as a race for the Super LP Heroes, and it's still somewhat fresh in my memory, so I'm going to be doing this one. And in case anyone's wondering, I'm only going to be doing a basic playthrough. I'm not going to be going for all of the... excuse me. I'm not going to be going for all of the partner characters or anything like that. It's just not worth my time. I have no clue what this actually says. I've not played the main section of this game before, so... I mean the main section, the main... Oh, there we go. Anyway, we're done. Open password. There we go. Looks like I'm using the D-pad. And yeah, guys, if I need to, save states will be used. I can usually get through the first few stages without dying, though. And you've no idea how good it sounds to be able, how good it feels to finally be able to hear the music. Usually, obviously, when I'm racing, I don't get to hear my game's soundtrack, so I actually get to finally hear this. And this is a pretty good opening theme, I have to say. Now, obviously, this is the first Castlevania game I'm doing for my channel. There'll be some more coming up eventually. But Castlevania 3 is obviously the third in the trilogy. It was on the original NES back in the day. Obviously, I'm doing the Bandicam version because it's the Japanese port. But it's definitely... it's not the easiest game in the world, I'll say that much. Oh, it's not worth it, it's only money. And in case anyone's wondering, I should say, I've got to learn to slow down my speech a little bit. It's been about a month, maybe a little bit longer, since I actually played this last, so... Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit rusty. Not too bad, but definitely not going to be on my toes, so to speak. Holy water, that's better than the knife. Now, I'm gonna... Obviously, because I'm playing the third game here, I'm not playing them chronologically that I usually like to do for games like this. I guess I'll have to explain the gameplay. This is Trevor Belmont, by the way, of the Belmont clan. Basically, the Belmonts are the vampire slayers. They're the ones that... Oh, you know, vampire killers, vampire slayers, I'm thinking Buffy now. They're the ones that basically see to it that Dracula cannot come back and essentially take over and kill everyone and all that stuff. And the Belmonts tend to have their signature whip, which you can see me using here. You can also use a sub-weapon like that holy water by pressing... Oops, I'll get away from the searchlight. Pressing up and then the attack button. You can improve this by getting numeric symbols in certain spots in the game. I'm not entirely sure where they all are, but if I see one, I'll pick it up and you'll see what it does. And of course, as I said, and something else that may be shocking is the fact that hearts are actually your ammo in this game, where they usually represent your health. In this game, they decided to do a complete 180, and Medusa heads are easily the most annoying enemies in this fucking game. And they're in the first stage, for crying out loud. But yeah, hearts, as I said, are your ammo, which is really confusing. Your health can be refilled by pieces of meat that you can find around. Oh, I don't want the axe. Actually, I think I did. Oh well, I've lost it now. I think there's a knife coming up actually. I want to make sure I avoid it. And what you saw me there pick up there was the rosemary beads, and they're like a screen nuke type of weapon. To get over here, you need one of the. I believe you need a. Can I get down here with Trevor? Let me check first. No, I can't. You need to pick up one of the partner characters in this game. There are 3 partner characters. I'll only be picking up one though on my path, so you won't see all of them. The 2 I won't be picking up are 2 characters called Grantley Nasty and Alucard, who most of you may know from Symphony of the Night. Arguably one of the best Castlevania games of all time, and actually one of my favourite games. The other one I won't talk about yet because I'm going to be picking her up in a few stages. Oh, the music is so fucking good. I just want to listen to it, but obviously I'm doing commentary, I can't just stop talking. Ah, screen nuke. The big hearts like that one there are worth 5, so definitely worth picking up if you see them. Ah, there's the knife. No one was coming up. To be honest, I don't think the holy water is the best choice for this boss. Which, yeah, it's the golem statue thing. Oh crap, he got me. Oh come on, that went straight off the stage there. Got him. That boss is actually easy, I just made it look a lot harder than it had any right to be. And obviously, yes, you're also on a time limit, which is not a good thing. This is also new to Castlevania here, is there are branching paths you can take. Going upwards there will lead you to Grant Ganassi in the clock tower, but the problem is you have to come all the way back down after you get him. So it's essentially like a dead end unless you're going for the character. You actually want to head, I think this is supposed to be the woods. I'm not entirely sure. Careful of the spikes right there, they are instant death just like they are in the previous Castlevania games. Oh, and this is a rocking tune. And my god, that sounded so stupid coming out of my mouth. Ah, ghost. I see in one of those candlesticks there was a holy water power up, so obviously it turns to hearts because I already have the holy water. My honest opinion, I think the best weapon in this game is probably the cross. That's just me, a lot of people disagree, but you know, I find it the easiest one to beat the game with. However, there are a couple. The stages themselves are harder than the bosses, in my honest opinion, apart from maybe 2 that can cause me issues. And these guys are annoying. The owls are probably one of the most annoying, enemy in this stage, I gotta say. I don't mind now because I have the cross. Oh crap. The cross comes in very helpful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't even let me tell you otherwise. Yeah, try and keep hold of the cross if you can. If you accidentally get because if you make another sub-weapon appear and you pick it up, you can't change back. That feature wasn't included until future Castlevania games, unfortunately. So if you want to keep this, make sure you don't run into any of the other sub-weapons. This guy up here is a bit of a pain to outmaneuver. Wait for him to come back all the way over there, and hopefully we can... Yeah, we can hit him. There's a little bit of unfair design like that, but thankfully it's not too bad. Just keep hitting that like that, and you should not suffer any hits. I gotta say, this track is really good. I've never heard this one before. Ah. Just wait for that to disappear. I could jump over it, but I don't want to risk it accidentally picking it up or anything, so... Excuse me. We're actually near at the end of the level as soon as we touch the ground, but there is a piece of meat there we can get. That bottom part there was automatic, so I couldn't decide what to do. I've never taken the bottom path here, but I believe it leads to Alucard. But we're going to be taking the top path. I think there's a sub-weapon in there, yeah. As I said, guys, I played this game a lot for practice, so I kind of remember where a lot of this stuff is. These enemies are pretty simple to kill, but they're very annoying, as in, you kill one of them, 4 of them's going to appear like that, so just be careful. These ones you're going to have to go on the ground for. Just be careful, because like I said, as soon as you kill them, 4 will spurt out, and they can be pretty annoying to avoid. But I managed to do pretty well there. My whip's longer than your whip. And there's our first thing like that. Essentially now, I can use 2 of these at the same time. Whereas before I could only use 1 at a time. Also, even if the crosses return to you like that, you don't get your ammo count back. So, you know, I'll not do that too often. I'm just using that as a example. You can't see, but I just did a quick save state. The first one of the game. And those spiders can be pretty annoying. I apologize, guys. Oh crap! And that's why I did it. Because the jumping can be tricky. Yeah, I apologize, guys, but as I said, save states will be used in this game. I should say this Let's Play. Don't want that. Oh, fuck! No, wait. No, I'm sorry, but that's not going to be happening. The game is hard enough. I'm not using a freaking knife in this game. Alright, if I can off-screen that, then he won't let loose a projectile, which is what I want to avoid. Unfortunately, this is probably... Yeah, that's going to hit me, but there's not really anything I can do about that. We're actually nearly at the boss now. As I said, guys, I'm using save states, but it's a Let's Play, you know. Forgive me. And get our second boss here. All you gotta do with this guy is hit him in the head. Very simple to do. Especially if you have the crosses as well. You can also lure him towards you and crouch and jump on this like that, and then just laying him like that. But it can take time, which is why I consider the cross to be the best thing to use here. Because of the points, I believe there, I got an extra life. Maybe. I wasn't looking, I was taking a drink. And we get our partner character, who will never get used in this entire Let's Play. I can't really tell you what is she's saying here, but I know her name is Cypher. At least that's how I pronounce it. For a long time, people thought this was a guy. She's actually a woman. She's a mage, essentially. This basically says if you want to take her with you, I believe. Obviously, we're going to take her with us because we don't have any other partner characters. And you know, Trevor needs to spend some time with his future wife, which is actually canon, I believe. I believe Cypher and Trevor end up being married, and these two are essentially the grandparents of Simon Belmont, the protagonist from Castlevania 1, 2, and the Super Castlevania 4. We're going to do the next step, the next level in the next part, so I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I'll see you next time with part 2, and have a good night.